Hey, Scrapping Fun Kit fans and Scrapper Names fans, how are we all? So I'm up with my second design team project for the Scrapping Fun Kit blog, and I am straight into it really. I'm doing a 12 by 12 mixed media layout here. I've got a 12 by 12 piece of Basil Marshmallow cardstock, and I've chosen this cardstock because I am going to get in and get messy with some ink sprays and whatnot. So I'm starting with a Katie Mixed Media stencil here. I love these little mini stencils. They are really smooth and light to use. And I'm just going to use some texture paste here and push this through the stencil. Now, I cut a fair bit of this out so you don't have to watch me, because I'm going to do it in different patterns as such, or around my page, which you'll see here, just to give a different pattern when I put my mists over the top. So you can just sort of see it there. And I even add some sort of odd bits to the side. So I'm using these Kaiser Craft like glimmer shimmer mists in this pink and blue. I wasn't sure if I was going to use both colours. Both colours are not necessarily in this month's kit as such. I'm taking the red and using the pink instead. But I end up using both because I just adore these mists. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm spraying it on. I play around a little bit with, I use this aqua water brush first. I think that's the name of it. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. And then I do play around a little bit that I don't actually do. I do it a little bit off camera, so you don't have to see it all. But I actually did spray a fair chunk of mist on, a bit of water just to make the mist run, and run down the page a little bit, add a bit more and then a bit more, and then in the end I did get some paper towel and just mop it up just a little bit. In saying that, I did let the texture paste dry off the texture paste a little bit. I didn't want it completely still wet when I sprayed the mists on. I didn't know how they would react together, whether or not it would make it go all sort of the texture paste go a little bit sort of murky and glunky and whatnot. So I didn't want them to interact in any way. So I just made sure it was a bit dry before I chucked the mist over the top. So now I've trimmed my photo down to sort of this sort of rectangle sort of shape, which is of my daughter. We went out to Mount Stromlo here. This is going back a few years ago, so this has been sitting in the pile of photos for a little bit, which is a space soap centre here in Canberra. And here she is playing a bit of a space kind of game out there. So I managed to find a photo that was gaming related-ish. To go with this kit for this month, because as I said in my last video, I'm not really gamer kind of family, so it was a bit tricky with this one, but I have managed to make it work to get my design team done for this month. So as you can see, you can be versatile with the kits. It's all good. So instead of making a complete paper layer, I wanted to do something a little bit funky, a bit different. So I'm creating some little strips. I kind of wanted to create almost like a virtual kind of screen look with my papers in the background. That was sort of what I was going for, that alt kind of, what's the word? I can't think straight. I've been out in the sun so much today that I think I'm a little bit brain fried. I don't know, a bit, I guess, techie kind of look. That's why I went for that square box kind of shape with the stencil, and that's why I'm going with this sort of boxy kind of shape with these strips of paper. I just wanted to create that screen kind of look because she's playing on a screen and we've got that gaming kit theme, and that's what I sort of went for, I guess, in a way, with my layout. It was just something I wanted to do, something a bit different, a bit creative-ish. Yeah, I guess. And I had to be really careful because I was really mindful of the fact that that white pattern paper have people on it. So I didn't want them sort of up the wrong way. That was just my mindset. I mean, it could have been a bit trippy, I guess, but I really didn't want them up the wrong way. I just thought that would, I mean, this way, the way they're going on that diagonal, it kind of makes them look like they're climbing up the stairs kind of thing there. But that's okay. I can go with that. She's not completely upside down. Yes. So let me know in the comments, are you a Scrapping Fun Kit person, subscriber? And if you are, how have you found the January kits? Have you used it for something other than a gaming theme yourself? Share over in the group. I'd love to see what you've created. We all would love to see what you've created with this kit. The design team, I know Katie, I think, shared an awesome layout the other day in the group and over on Instagram as well, so you can tag us there. It looked really cool. I love what she created. I thought it was something different as well. But yes, share away. We'd love to see what you created. And I would love to see, personally, if someone else was out there that's used the kit for something other than a gaming theme. So as you can see, as I said, I've created a bit of a photo mat without creating the photo mat as per se behind the photo as you would normally. I wanted to just be something a little bit different, I guess. Now I'm adding this strip of ribbon that came in the kit, the Pac-Man looking one. I loved Pac-Man as a kid. I don't know about anybody else who might be watching this, but oh, I loved Pac-Man. So cool. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Anyway. But yes, so I am using this ribbon. I do trim it down a little bit, so there's a slight offcut in my stash, just because it was too long to go all the way across the top here. What am I doing? Skipping ahead. Oh, I'm playing around putting my photo down. Now, just FYI, because there is so much heavy media, the texture paste inks, and it is quite heavy. As I said, I created quite a fair bit of layers of spray and water and whatnot to make those inks run. I do use wet glue, PVA craft glue, to stick everything down, just so that I know that it is really adhered down. And the texture paste, because it was still a bit tacky when I started sticking everything down, it created a bit extra adhesive, which was really good. Excuse me. So as you can see, that pink, as I said, of the Kaiser Craft, there is no pink in the kit, but there is that red. And because of the type of tone and the way the pinks turned out on the page, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really clash. They tone quite well together, which was good. So I'm really happy. I actually really love this background. I was really happy with the way it turned out. I hope you do too, but for me, I'm pretty happy with it. So now I'm just going through, and it is really just sticking down some of the embellishments that came in the kit. So we've got this Level Up die cut, which I wasn't sure I was going to put on there, but I decided to because, as I said, she was playing a bit of a space game, and I can't remember what it was, but you did have a couple of it. It wasn't a long game, but there were a couple of levels where you had to do certain things and be an astronaut, I think, from memory, and get to the moon or something like that. So it was good. I'm just adding some of that washi, which was a bit of a Tetris-y sort of looking, Tetris shapes and things on it, I think. And I just added a second strip. I wasn't going to, but then I just sort of thought that completed and balanced out the other section that had the washi on it. And it kind of just looked like that bit of paper was kind of floating there. It just didn't quite look like it was finished. So I just added this bit of washi, which just added that little border, finished it off well. All right, now I'm adding these stickers. So I kind of use these stickers as the littler ones you'll see as sprinkles, I guess. They made really good. So as you'll see here, I added these square ones around, and then I just use these little ones as sprinklings, like you would enamel dots or sequins or something like that. They just added that great groovy little gaming element to the layout as well. They're not blingy or anything like that, but there is a bit of a shimmer which you don't necessarily see here very well with the 2Ks Amiss. They've both got a glimmer, like shimmer through them, so when you can move the page, I don't know if I got them in the photos very well either, it was really hard to pick up. There is that shimmer, so I wasn't too worried about it needing bling on the page at all. It wasn't that kind of layout, so it worked really well, those little sprinklings. And then I had the title Space Games using some alphabet stickers from my stash. I liked putting the little power button there because it was like turning it on kind of thing, and the title come across the screen almost. That was my head thinking there. And then just adding some final touches, I think, to it. And that's the layout pretty much completed here. I'll have some close-ups here at the end. But as I said, head across to the Scrapping Fun blog for some more info on the kits and being able to subscribe. They're all homemade, homegrown kits, which is fantastic. It always adds that uniqueness. Oh, that's right. I do add a few more embellishments, which are from a past kit from last year. I think it was a March kit from memory. And I just nab a few printables from that and cut out to add a journaling strip here. And then I think, I had the rocket, not the stars. I was going to add the stars. And then, yeah, I think... pretty certain that's it. But yes, so as I said, head to the blog. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and this video. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for more of my scrapping crafty fun. And as always, you know, you can link to my other social media. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next month for some more projects. Bye.